and upgraded this relationship. He upgraded it. You can see that a few weeks ago, they were fighting US. Why should US say they are bringing military assistance to help the Christians? China is there to give military assistance to this terrorist country called Nigeria. So, and they also have domestic arms to give to them. So Nigeria can now bypass these Western suppliers who might impose human rights condition on them, like this sanction that is coming. China is helping the terrorist Nigeria to avoid accountability. That is the point I'm trying to make here. They are helping Nigeria to avoid accountability, but for how long? It will not work. They must sanction each of them. So Nigeria is estimated to have 5th largest lithium reserves in the world. It's coming from the Gulf of Guinea. And that is the interest of China. They go there and take these resources. And Russia, Russia private military companies operate across Africa. We have seen it. And they provide security to this authoritarian government. So no question is asked about human rights, just cash and resources, just like cash and carry. You pay the cash, you get the resources. That's it. Nigeria is aligning with China and Russia. So this is stage 3, and it is in full swing as I speak right now. It is in full swing. Now, when you go to stage 4, I call stage 4 in the template as religious persecution through violence and through law. Yes, this is where it becomes very, very dangerous. In a captured state, extremists don't just use violence, they use law to persecute. They make operation legal. We saw it in Afghanistan, where the Taliban didn't just kill people, they implemented Sharia law, created their own religious police. Is it happening in the north? The answer is yes. Because when you look at the northern part, they call this their police call, is it Hezbollah, whatever police, they are there. Breaking drinks. You know, you cannot drink, you cannot even carry dreadlock. 12 states already are implementing Sharia law in Nigeria, and blasphemy is punishable by death in those states. Who are they going to kill in those states? They are all Biafrans. In July 2022, 3 men were sentenced to death by stoning for sodomy under Sharia. In August 2020, Yahaya Sharif Aminu, a 22-year-old musician assistant, sentenced to death for making what? A blasphemous subgroup. You see? And there's one already, Sunday Jackson, who has also been sentenced. Can you imagine a WhatsApp message death penalty? How do you explain this to people? So we see the Hizbah Islamic Religious Police, they operate in this northern state, and you see, according to BBC, in theory, they apply only to Muslims, but in reality, non-Muslims come under pressure to abide by this ruling. We also saw in 2020 trucks carrying alcoholic beverages belonging to our people, our Biafrans, that were destroyed by this Hizbah police. That was what happened. So right now, it is happening. When you go back to October 2024 Sharia bill that came up, I called that bill constitutional coup attempt. On that day, October 24, 2020, just 1 year ago, we saw what happened. That should have sent shockwaves through every Biafran community. Maybe if it had happened that time, they will come out and support Biafra. We saw a member of Nigeria House of Representatives, Aliyu, from Bauchi State, that sponsored the bill. What was the bill for? A bill for an act to alter what? The constitution of the federal terrorist country called Nigeria, 1999, to review the description of Islamic law in the constitution. That may sound very technical. Yes, but I just want to translate that bill a little to my own understanding. I am not a lawyer, but I was just cracking my brain to really get in depth of what happened there. You see, Nigerian constitution limits Sharia law to Islamic personal law. I want you to listen to that word, personal, because something happened with that personal. They limit it to personal law, marriage, divorce, inheritance, things that only affect Muslims who consent to it. Now, this bill wanted to remove that word personal from everywhere Islamic law appears in that constitution. Now, once you remove that word personal, Sharia becomes applicable to everything. That was their target. It becomes applicable to commercial law, contract disputes, international law, criminal law. That is what it would have become. So, for example, if you're a Christian business owner in Lagos running a company, a Muslim partner takes you to court over contract dispute, what will they do? They will try you under Sharia law. That is what is going to happen. You will be judged by Islamic law, not civil law anymore. Because Islamic rules of evidence, Islamic standard of proof. So that is how they will try you. If you post anything on social media that someone else considers blasphemy against their religion, what will happen? They will jail you. They will prosecute you. Under what? Under their law. You may even get a death penalty. Yeah. But the thing is that it did not pass. Because this is exactly how the Taliban captured Afghanistan. They didn't just, conquer militarily. No, they imposed this law. They made it legal. They used it to persecute everyone who didn't conform to it. That is what they did. Lawyer Kola, who filed blasphemy cases, wrote to the Senate President and Speaker on October 31st and said, this attempt to amend the Constitution is a feeble attempt to expand the Sharia Islamic law through backdoor. I am talking now, that is what the man said. We are sitting on a cake of gunpowder. Our country is being torn to shreds with all manner of religious and tribal sentiment. Glory to God, Biafrans. Glory to God, the bill was deferred. But was it killed? No. It was referred to a committee for further discussion. They are waiting. They are watching, looking for the right moment to try it again. Have you seen why their panic is increasing? Because they thought by this time, everywhere will follow their law. That was why they had to start also, when they came to the southern part, they implemented it in the southwestern side, that is the Yoruba land. Several northern lawmakers who supported the bill said the proposal is harmless. It's always harmless. They think expanding the Sharia to every aspect of life is harmless. For them, it's harmless. By now, you see our women would have been covering their faces, as our senior citizens used to say. You cover your face with a... I look like a juju. So that tells you everything about their mindset. It tells you what they think of us non-Muslims. That tells you where Nigeria is headed to. They have been planning these things since, and guess what? Our people are there planning it with them, not knowing that they are digging their grave. So this is stage 4, persecution becoming legal, and Nigeria is actively working towards it. Yes, let's go to stage 5, military compromise. Hey, it is playing out, because in a functional democracy, the military serves the nation. But in a collapsing state, the military serve what? A faction. They serve an ethnic group. They serve religious group. They serve political party. What's happening in Afghanistan? The Afghanistan National Army was plagued by ethnic division. Pashtun, Tijaj, Hazara, different groups had different loyalties. Some units say would fight. Some would surrender immediately based on who they were fighting. Now look at Nigeria. The Nigerian military is dominated by Northern Muslim, which is what Usman Danfodio said it should be, which is what Lord Lugard said it should be. Especially in the officer corps, you will find them there. And if you look at the pattern, their attack on Christian communities in Benue and even in Biafra land, there will be slow response. And Fulani will be massacring farmers, no investigation. And if you look at the SIPA committee, the panelists said, the government of Nigeria has mostly focused on terrorism in the Northeast, but they have not really been winning that battle recently. Why? Because they are not fighting the terrorists. They gave the weapons to the terrorists to kill Christians. That is why they are not winning the battle. All the money they took from the US government, they gave it to the terrorists. They gave all the weapons, all the drones, all the armored tanks, they passed it to the terrorists. And what will they do? They bring it to the Biafra land to kill our people. That is what has been playing out. So stage 5 is that military compromise, and it is going on effectively. Let's look at stage 6. It will soon finish. Government negotiating with terrorists as equals. When a government negotiates with terrorists as equal, as Gumi want them to do, what does it do? It legitimizes them. It signals weakness, and it tells everyone that terrorism works. This is the handwork of what is his name? Gumi. This is what Gumi wants the Nigerian terrorists to do, to negotiate with them. And then if you ask, how all these years that they've been negotiating with terrorists, what has happened? Has it been fruitful? The answer is no. As you even finish negotiating, that same day they will go and attack communities. They will kill our people. Let's look at what happened in Afghanistan. The United States negotiated with Taliban in Doha. That is Qatar. The Afghan government was forced to release how many people? 5,000 Taliban prisoners. Yes, 5,000. This showed everyone, the Afghan people, the Afghan military, that the Taliban were winning. What of Nigeria? Nigeria has negotiated with Boko Haram. They have paid ransom to bandits. They have even released captured terrorists in exchange for hostages. So we have seen it. They've given amnesty to what they call repentant terrorists. We saw Gumi that visited the forest. And what did he do? He visited bandits in Zamfara and Niger State. And he has met with over 5,000 bandits. How many did Gumi said we have? More than 9 million terrorists are in the bushes. Who will rescue Nigeria? No one. So this stage 6 now, terrorism is being legitimized in the Nigerian terrorist government. Let's look at stage 7. Humanitarian disaster leading to international alarm. The final stage is when violence becomes so overwhelming, what will happen? When it becomes so overwhelming, so undeniable that the international community can't ignore it anymore. That is what is playing out now. What happened in Afghanistan 2021? Millions were displaced. Humanitarian crisis was massive, and the world finally paid attention, but it was too late. But our own situation will not be too late. In Nigeria, what is happening? Amnesty International reported in May that nearly how many people? 50,000 people have been killed since 2023. So many have been displaced. Where are they? Who did this? The terrorist Nigerian government did this. So I will go to the question. Before I go to the next one, if time still permits. Can anybody still remember the question? Who is ready to answer the question after hearing all the templates of Afghanistan? Solomon, your hand is up, but let me read the question again. Solomon, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, you want to answer? I want to read the question again. We have 2 questions here. You choose the one you want.
Okay.
Okay, when you look at Nigeria
Okay.
today, what similarities do you see with Afghanistan? Question 2, if you want to answer this one, which stage of the Afghanistan collapse, that is the stages that I read, do you believe Nigeria is currently in, and why? So which one are you answering?
Okay. I will answer it simultaneously.
No, one at a time.
What I have to say about the template of Afghanistan and Nigeria is that during the year uh, uh, um, President Bush was bombarding Afghanistan because of Osama bin Laden for
Hold on,
destroying and
hold
for
on.
killing
Don't
attempted.
wait, Solomon. Please call the country. Don't mention anybody's name because yeah. But please, if you don't mind, just go straight to the question, please. Which one is it? When you look at
Okay,
Nigeria
when
today, what similarities do you see with Afghanistan? Is that the one you want to answer?
yes,
Oh yeah, please
so
just
that's
go
why I say
straight to the
I'll answer simultaneously. My answer will be short. So now, the how I see the Afghanistan and Nigeria is that The thing was orchestrated. They have planned it over and over for many years to do it. That's why when attack, when Bin Laden was pursuing to Afghanistan, then there was riot all over northern Nigeria, and there came many Biafrans there, and there came many Christians that year. I think to 9/11, after 9/11. So that's to show that even after that, they go and embrace Al Qaeda. You know, Al Qaeda is like a serpent. When a bad serpent will born Peking, will born it mass, and they will tear in belly, and the children will tear in belly, and they will die. So
Oga Solomon,
this
Oga
Boko Haram you
Solomon,
see, what?
Oga Solomon,
Yes,
can you hear? You've not shared
yes.
this space. You've not shared this space. How come you had mic?
Now, I have shared it now.
I have not seen it.
I shared, check well.
Okay,
I
I'll check
check
it.
well. Now that's what I first have been doing. So when you see about 24 or 23 or 22 working dangerous terrorists in Nigeria, they are not there for joking. They are not there for play. They are there to achieve their goal. That's why the terrorists is there, and Nigeria invited them. If if you go to news, upload news of the old, you will see when they invited them. They invited them, and now they are spreading. And I think which one the Wolo again that come out the last 2 weeks. All these things, whether na Wolo have been a woto. So all these are terrorists, and they are there to achieve the Afghanistan, and Nigeria government is the one invited them for that, and that's why they even is it not at Abuja? Abuja is not among the 12 states that have the Sharia, but now at Abuja they have used Sharia to maneuver and take over somebody's shop. Use even though the person is a Christian and is an Igbo, they use the Sharia and take. They are spreading rapidly. So for that reason, I believe that if time is not taken, thank God for the intervention of the international community or intervention of America, because Afghanistan have no Biafra. So Biafra is the light. The sun will shine again, and the thing will not. It's short that Nigeria will become a story. So that is what they will not succeed for turning us Afghanistan, because when Nigeria is working with that direction, what do you know about it? They are working with that direction. See in their court, no direction. Any person, even if they will bring, they can bring a cow now and wear it coat and say this is your president. They can bring a monkey
Okay, thank
and
you.
wear the monkey
Thank
coat
you.
and say this is your president. So we
Thank
are
you, the
working with
wise one.
that direction.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Yeah, thank you
thank you,
so
thank you.
much. Thank you for your submission. God bless you. Yes, so Madam K, your hand is up. Make I read the question again. Which one you choose?
Number one.
Okay.
I'll answer number one.
When you look at
Yes.
Nigeria today, what similarities do you see with Afghanistan?
All
None.
right. Okay, so let me use my. Okay. All right. So, Afghanistan was yeah, it was let's say that Christians were plenty there as well, just like in Nigeria. So first of all is an agenda. They have the same agenda like Nigeria to Islamize them. You see, and a lot of killings of Christians are going on there. They've been buying them. You see. Then secondly, they have an economic crisis and humanitarian crisis as well, just like in Niger. No food. People are skipping meals. People are going hungry. Cost of living very high. You know, that's number two. Number three, insecurity. So, my dear, their situation self, just like our senior citizen Solomon mentioned, no Biafra there. So there's no, nobody knows what is going to save them. And then Taliban have taken over. You see, So this one that Tinubu and Shetima are still doing dali dali. I mean, Afghanistan, they are fully in charge. You see, so but they are not, because they are terrorists. America is not looking that way at all. America, they are seeking help for the minority, of course, seeking help, are crying out loud to see if America will come in. But let's see how it goes. So, let me conclude with we pray for Afghanistan. You see, as because we ourselves, that we call ourselves Biafrans, we have 90% hope now that our Biafra is just around the corner. You see, so it's just a pity what is going on in Afghanistan, and we pray that they get help eventually. Christians are being killed there. Thank you so much.
Ndewo, Madam K. That was a very sharp one. Yes, that is what is happening. And this is the reason why Biafrans should come together and fund, so that this template that they want to replicate in Nigeria will not meet us. You see, if you have a J and a Gemma, bring, so that we fight and end this thing once and for all. We don't want this template. I just put few. There are very, very many. There are very, very many. Because Nigeria is no longer trust government. We cannot be there with them. They will kill us. They will kill us. They will kill our children, which they are still killing till now. Okay, Ancestral, your hand is up. Please use your 2 minutes.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. All protocol observed.
Do you want me to
The
read the
question you read.
question? Which one do you want? Is it one or two?
Just read the two of them. I will interwoven. Just read the two
Okay.
of them.
The first one is, when you look at Nigeria today, what similarities do you see with Afghanistan? Number two is, which stage of the Afghanistan collapse, which I just read, do you believe Nigeria is currently in, and why?
Okay. Now I will start from the second question. What happens in Afghanistan and in Nigeria as Nigeria is about to collapse?
No, that
when
is not the question.
eh?
That is not the question.
No, you said the similarities now and the situation, the state where Nigeria is now about to
That is
collapse
the
with
first
what's
one.
happening.
That is the first one. The second one, if you were not in the space when I was reading it, I'm not sure you'll be able to answer. So you're answering the first one now.
Okay. Now let me answer the first one.
When you look at
Now,
Nigeria today, the same thing that Madam K answered. When you look at Nigeria today, what similarities do you see with Afghanistan? Yes, your time starts now.
okay, the similarities is there is too much hunger in the land, like Madam Nki said. If you go to Afghanistan today, the hunger is too much. And what causes all this hunger is because of the Taliban rule. You know, any country you see all this Islamic taking affairs of the country, number one, hunger will be their number one. They will put out strategies, laws that the people cannot find easy for them to survive. Like Madam, is it Madam said the other time that they will cover their head because of there is Sharia law. We see them; they will not allow their women, like today currently in Afghanistan, they cannot allow their women to come into the power, and that's what they are trying to happen in Nigeria. And again, the greatest one that everybody knows about is that you see when the West was taking control of Afghanistan, America, like you read, America was spending billions of dollars to maintain. But when Biden came as a president, all of us know what happened. The Afghan soldiers, they compromised with the Taliban terrorists. They said the Taliban threw their government and chased the Western-backed government then that were protecting the interests of the Christians, other tribes. Now there is now full-time religious Islamic jihad, and the extremists there taking other things as they were waiting about when their main soldiers there all of them turn to what? To Taliban. You see the same thing that are happening in Nigeria. Nigeria the soldiers will fight and get some Boko Haram. They will reintegrate the same Boko Haram into the system and tell them that it's a repentant. Their main mission, what remains now, is from all these terrorists to the government. That's only what remains. And we know Tinubu and Shetima, all of them, they are the same thing. Tinubu is a Muslim. But once we don't know whether that Tinubu is an extremist. We heard his name, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, and now a Sharia name, an Islamic name. So all the agenda now, what is that they are planning is that in any day that they all of us wake up, we'll be hearing from the news that the Boko Haram, the terrorists, have taken over the military. They will overthrow the government now that is ruling Nigeria. The same thing that happened in Afghanistan. Now they will implement their full Sharia. But the only thing that is being a stumbling block to them is this issue of Biafra. They don't know how to do it. Understand me? So the similarity is there now that the Nigerian government, they will apprehend Boko Haram, they will integrate them. The same Boko Haram inside the Nigerian army will give them intel on how they go.
Thank
Okay, you see,
you.
I want to conclude.
Yeah,
Okay, you
okay.
see the last general that was killed, he was in Bolono or where? And according to the name I saw, Oba, that man must be an Igbo man. And whenever they give them intel, they stalk them and they will hand them over all their arms and armaments. They will use it to come and fight the military. How many military camp or base they have they taken over only this year? All of us will hear about it. So there are much similarities and other things. So the only thing that is still stopping them to plant Sharia all over is just only Biafra. Maybe if Biafra should separate today, the rest will turn to Sharia this thing. So that is the same thing. They are the same thing. So thank you.
Thank you, Ancestral. Thank you so much. Yes, the only thing that is stopping them from implementing Sharia and for that bill not to pass is Biafra. And we have come to end it. As you rightly say, once Biafra leave, they can do their Sharia, whatever they want to do in their contraption. We don't care because we are not part of it. We have chosen the Western civilization, the Western freedom, Western diplomacy. That is where we belong. We cannot practice Sharia. I'm not going to cover my face with black cloth now. Abba, or Guinea. Hey, how will I stay? I will not take a green bottle. It doesn't work like that. Thank you so much. Yeah, we need to manage this time. Rage and Fury, which one do you want to answer? Is it one or two? Please, you have 2 minutes. Question 1 says, when you look at Nigeria today, what similarities do you see with Afghanistan? Or if you want question 2, that means you were here when I was reading the stages. Which stage of the Afghanistan collapse do you believe Nigeria is currently in and why? Rage and Fury, you have the mic. Are you there?
Yes, I am here. Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Can you hear me? Okay, thank you very much.
Yes,
The state, can you hear me, ma? Can you hear me? I'm talking. Oh.
I can hear you. Go ahead, Baba.
Okay, thank you very much. The stage that some collapse in Afghanistan, template the military stage. You understand? The Afghanistan template simply means the Afghan armies, Afghan military by day, while the Taliban by night. And we all know that Taliban symbolizes terrorism, terrorists. So that is the same collapse that you can see, you can clearly see in the Nigeria template today that the so-called security, military, police, whatever you call them, they are by night, they are the other side, the other way around, you understand, which is terrorists. So as a matter of fact, it will be quite unfortunate and it will be a very big stain or a major question mark to the intelligence of the United States of America to get involved and produce another reputation of the Afghan template. I believe America is a very wise and intelligent country. So this is why we keep advising that even for America to have stood up to checkmate this terrorism that's happening, genocide that is being carried out against Christians in Nigeria. They need to align with the indigenous people that are being killed, not with the same army that is the Nigerian army by day and terrorists by night. Nigerian army by day and Boko Haram by night. It will be a great mistake because that will simply mean the repetition of the Afghan template. And if American even finds it difficult, we have always recommended that BDF has been dealing with these terrorists for years and they have a track record on how they are dealing with these terrorists that come to Biafra to kill Christians, to kill babies, children. They have the track record. So this is a reliable army that the United States of America can work with and fight against this terrorism. But if they are finding it difficult to do that in the name of Nigeria as a sovereign state, the United States should kindly go ahead and recommend Biafra. And it will be welcome. Nobody's going to tell them that they are coming to steal the resources in Biafra land or they are invading territorial integrity and stuff like that. The United States of America should go ahead and recognize the state of Biafra. And if they find it difficult to even do that, if they can fight against these terrorists on their own, they should do it on their own than aligning with the same terrorists they are coming to fight again because their security will be in threat. So I think this is the area that I see that there is a similarity to the security collapse. Yes, the security collapse. The same army, the same police you have in Afghan is the same that you have in Nigeria. And aligning with them is going to be a major suicide. It's going to be another failure. That will be like you see them today. They easily say America went to Afghanistan, they failed. They went to so they failed. So before you know it, now they will add the Nigeria thing.
Okay.
So America again, and they came to Nigeria and they failed. You understand?
Rich, wrap up. Thank you.
So all I'm trying to say is that America is very wise that don't repeat the Afghan countries. But that's exactly what's happening in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Your background was very noisy. We barely heard what you said. But anyway, we thank you for your submission. God bless you. Yeah. Someone came. Biafra, Liaison, please, you have 2 minutes. The question is, are you ready to answer? Biafra, Liaison? Is it Onyenyere? Okay, Italy. This should be MID. MID, are you there? Please, you have 2 minutes. I want to end the space.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Let me read the question for you. Let me read the question for you, please. We have 2 questions there. You can choose to answer one or you can choose to answer the 2, but time will not permit you to answer the 2. So, but I'll read anyone you like, you can choose. The first one says, when you look at Nigeria today, what similarities do you see with Afghanistan? The other second one would depend if you were here to hear the stages that I read. Which stage of the Afghanistan collapse do you believe Nigeria is currently in and why? So I think choosing one will save time because you have just 2 minutes. I want to end the space after your submission. Go ahead, please.
Thank you so much, my sister. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Just pardon me if you cannot hear me, but I will try to make a break. What I mean by making a break is to stop with my vehicle because I'm on the way. so that we will speak on in this subject matter. All I know is that the international community has understood the prank of the Nigerian government. The international community has understood that. And the Pope Leo the 14th is continuously speaking. In fact, I will always be a Catholic, but I will not be under a Reverend Father. I will never be under any quasi-volia Reverend Father or Pastor. But the Pope is speaking today, just as Donald Trump is speaking today. What I want our people to do is this, is to continuously support BRGIE, Biafran Republic Government in Exile, led by our Prime Minister, our Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, supported, and by Ogechukwu Nkere, Right Honorable. We should know that Biafran government in exile was the desire of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before his extraordinary rendition. And who made it to come true is called Mazi Nnamdi Ekpa, Mazi Simon Ekpa, through Ogechukwu Nkere, Honorable, from 2022 and 2023. Our people should respect that. It is not a question of people speaking English and speaking Anglo-Saxon in the spirit of pere. It is not that question, but it is the question of understanding, what you call comprehension. When you comprehend, you act. Today, you have Senator Ted Cruz, you have Senator Moore, you have Mark Johnson, you have Marco Rubi. Marco Rubi is Italiano. That one is our own. Hey, let me say this for the innermost time. We are going to invite the entire BRGIE, including our acting Prime Minister and Prime Minister and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to the end of the year party from the 31st of December 2025 till when they will tell us stop. Who will tell us stop is BRGIE, not any government. Are you getting what I'm saying? We are going to welcome BRGIE in Europe again from the 31st of December 2025. Red. Our head is very, very strong in terms of Biafran liberation. And I thank you so much. Let me see if I can recognize only one person, because Adama Fozo this time around. And that is Sister Eunice. God bless you in secular secularum. I yield.
Ndewo, our minister MID. Yeah, thank you so much. My co-host, you have the mic. I want to use this opportunity to thank all Biafrans, all the speakers. In fact, I don't feel like ending, but I just need to end because of time, and our space don't need to be too long so that people can replay it. Another person will open the space to continue, maybe with this topic or another topic. Yeah, so you see, 2 hours, people can replay sharp. You see, so we don't need to spend too much time. Thank you so much. God bless you. All the speakers were amazing. Wow. Madam Key, Holano, Beno, Rejan Furio, Ancestral, Biafra Liaison, Afam, Rishi. Hey, I'm so blessed to have each and every one of you in this space. Mazi Elias, even though you were busy. And I want to thank my co-host. Now I'm seeing he's also host. Internet have started misbehaving, no problem. Thank you so much, Holland. You are always there. Anytime we open space, I see you. Thank you so much, Mama Betty. Oh, you just joined. Thank you. Mary, take talk Thank you. I'll pass the mic to my co-host to say word of appreciation to Biafrans. King David was also a speaker. Thank you so much. My co-host, you have the mic before I end the space. Greet the house, please. My co-host, are you there? Okay, I think he's having challenges with his network. But all the same, on behalf of my co-host, I say thank you so much to all the speakers. Are you back? Okay, so let me greet the house on behalf. Yeah, so on behalf of my co-host, we say thank you as a team and all the media team personnel that attended the space today. God bless each and every one of you. And we'll meet another day. Yes, all my fellow team member can start up another space. We are all one. Yes, you have great speakers. I really learned a lot from your submission. God bless you all. See you from here. From me is good night. Asiero. In Italian, we say Asiero. Cachifo, cachifo, cachifo. Cachifo.
Okay.